Hello, welcome to day 37. 37 days into this 90-day challenge where I'm attempting to recruit 50 volunteers over the course of the next 90 days. My name is Kenny Conley. I'm the next generation pastor at the Ridge Community Church in Blue Ridge, Georgia. You know, we're in the thick of it now. We have a lot of volunteers in our pipeline that come to orientations or starting to observe. And today, and maybe for the next several days, I want to talk a little bit more about the volunteer interview. I know a lot of churches do this well. Some churches don't do it at all. Some of them have room for improvement. And so I want to kind of unpack, as we are doing volunteer interviews right now, I want to talk to you a little bit about the nitty-gritty of how we do it, why we do it, what the goals are. And so for the next 3 days, including today, I want to talk about 3 big goals connected to the volunteer interview. So today, the first goal that I want to talk about is the goal of them getting to know us. Okay, an interview takes anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. Sometimes it can take as much as an hour, depending on how chatty you are and how much information you're feeling compelled to dive into. But there's definitely a part of the interview process where you're letting them get to know you. This is the beginning of building a personal relationship with this volunteer and getting to know them and getting to build trust and rapport with them, so you kind of know where to place them and they're building a relationship with you. So one of the goals of the volunteer process is really letting them really get to know you as the leader, getting to know your ministry and what it's about, what the goals are. It's an opportunity. At the volunteer orientation, you might have had the opportunity to kind of cast vision for a small group leader role or maybe another role, but the volunteer interview is a great opportunity to really unpack the role that it's looking like they're going to fall into, and you have an opportunity to kind of really describe and set up what that role looks like and go into as much detail as necessary to unpack that and let them ask questions about that role specifically, and maybe even to dive more into the big vision for your ministry and what the point of your large group, small group experiences, or your Wednesday night program is, whatever it may be. It's a really great opportunity to build rapport, to build connection, it's the beginnings of a long-term relationship. You're going to get to know them, their family. They're going to get to know you and your family and all the other volunteers. So one goal in this is that every volunteer, as you have this volunteer interview, you're doing a lot of the talking too, letting them get to know you and how long you've been doing this and what your background is and what your hopes and dreams are for them and for the ministry and for what they'll do in the ministry. So take the time to be relational, to connect. You can easily do these as a Zoom call or a phone call, but even better if it's a coffee or breakfast or lunch, or maybe it's coffee in your office. So just really don't minimize the opportunity to do relationship building. And this part of this goal is really letting them get to know you and get to know your ministry and get to know what you're inviting them into. So that's goal number 1. Stay tuned tomorrow as we talk about goal number 2.